Hello and welcome to this edition of One-on-One Sports Webcast. We're back and ready to bring you another great semester here at One-on-One. As always, I'm Evan.
And I'm Jason. We're coming back to you like Tom Brady came back against the Falcons with Super Bowl hashtags, hockey, and the NBA.
But before all that, we're here with the three strikes.
Super Bowl 51 lived up to the hype and left all of us saying, wow. Tom Brady led the Patriots on an improbable 25-point comeback to capture his fifth ring. While Atlanta may feel differently, this game may go down as the greatest Super Bowl of all time. So, Evan, was this the greatest championship of the year? There were some good ones.
Absolutely not. No. The Super Bowl was great, but I have to go with the Cubs-Indians World Series. Came back from a 3-1 deficit in the World Series, which had never been done before. And they came back in Game 7, went into extras. We had a couple extra innings, not just the one drive like it was in the Super Bowl, but a couple extra innings where the Cubs grabbed a two-run lead.
But not just looking at that one drive in the Super Bowl. So much happened in this game that was just unprecedented. Like you said, this is the first Super Bowl ever to go to overtime, which is really surprising after 50 years. It was surprising. And then leading a 25-point comeback. The biggest comeback before this game was 10 points. So Tom Brady doubled that, more than doubled it. And just the quarterback battle in this game. Matt Ryan, Tom Brady.
It was opposite. Because you see in the first half, like Tom Brady wasn't that great.
No,
and Matt Ryan in the second half was just as bad as Tom Brady in the first half. And yes, Tom Brady led an amazing comeback. 25 points is unprecedented. But coming back, Game 7 after being down 3-1, two-run lead going into the 11th, bottom of the 11th. The Indians come back, score one with a tying run at second base.
Yeah, great.
Great series, great comeback.
I think
108-year
this
drought.
Super Bowl is going to be talked about for a
that
while.
World Series is going to be talked about. For the rest of history. For the Cubs' first one in 108 years.
You had the Julio Jones catch. Follow that up with the Edelman catch. There were so many plays in this game, so many big turning points. The drive where the Falcons could have ended it, and then Matt Ryan takes a sack. So much happened. This might be the best Super Bowl of all time. I definitely think.
I'm not debating you whether it's the best Super Bowl of all time.
I know.
I'm just saying it's not the best championship game or series because NFL they only play one game versus like basketball.
Higher stakes, right?
Higher stakes, but Game 7 is just as high. It's like the Super Bowl. Game 7 is the Super Bowl, and I have to say the Cubs-Indians was so much better than the Patriots.
Needless to say, this was a great year of championships.
It was a great year. I mean, Villanova, Cleveland, it was absolutely incredible. Definitely. Chicago, and now New England. There always seem to be those players who just never seem to go away. They retire and then seem to come back a few short months later. So, Jason, who has the worst comeback performance in sports history?
Well, this guy's had a few of them, but Tiger Woods just seems to get hurt, then come back. Oh, he's hurt again, then he comes back. And when he does come back, he's horrible. He just made his triumphant return. It actually wasn't triumphant.
No, it wasn't
but he came back at the Farmers Insurance Open a few weeks ago, didn't make the cut. And then he follows that up the next weekend, and he has back spasms. He's hurt again. This guy.
Well, he retired and then he came back.
Then he came. Well, he didn't actually retire, but he was just back injuries and all that other stuff. But I think he needs to give it up. He had a great career and he's only embarrassing himself at this point.
That's true. I got to go another one like that. I got to go Brett Favre. I mean, you saw how great he was with the Packers and he retired, in style. He has a Super Bowl ring, but then he comes back to the Jets. That's the first mistake. He came back to the Jets.
That was horrible.
Then he retired again. Comes back to the Vikings.
But he had some success with the Vikings. He went to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I mean, that was the better part. But their first retirement in a row to the Jets was just not great, and it just kind of derailed his career. And he's no longer the same Brett Favre as he was when he retired from the Packers.
I absolutely agree. Colts punter Pat McAfee shocked the sports world with his sudden retirement from football to pursue other dreams. Early retirements are seemingly becoming a trend in sports today. So, Evan, what do you think was the most shocking retirement in sports history?
Obviously, Michael Jordan retiring and going to play baseball in the middle of his prime. He's just coming off championships from the Bulls, being the NBA scoring leader. And then he goes and plays baseball and comes back to basketball, and he leads the Bulls to the 72-win season. So, obviously, that 1 year he missed, he was... I don't know what his idea was behind that or what he was thinking, but I mean, that was just so bizarre for someone
That was definitely shocking. But another NBA player, how about Magic Johnson? And associated with his shocking retirement, obviously, was the announcement that he had contracted HIV. So some people were thinking, how many years does he have to live?
True.
Obviously, he's gone on to live a good life. He went back into the NBA, and he's still thriving.
Yeah,
that's good.
Obviously still thriving.
But he came back the next year for the All-Star game, continued to play. But that was definitely shocking at the time.
Yeah. 3 strikes, we're out.
But don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with our NFL experts to create some Super Bowl hashtags.